Well, hello there, Amazonians. You're probably wondering why am I doing a video again of an inanimate object? Well, simple reason actually. I'm not very high tech. I'm a retired trumpet player, and it's easier for me to show you stuff than tell you what it does. But even for a low tech person like me, these little devices really just make my day. This is a transceiver that I remember from my Navy days, but transceiver is simply a device that transmits and receives. Think of it as a radio station and a radio. It sends signals and it receives signals, but you have to pick one or the other. Now, there are devices on the side here, little TX and RX for transmit and receive. You pick one. You also pick whether you want to use the SPDIF setting or auxiliary. And unless you're going to use the Toslink, you'll probably want to use just the auxiliary. But over here, these strange looking inputs, they're for digital optical audio ports. They're for a cable, digital audio cable, which some TVs have those. And sometimes when you connect multiple devices together, you'll find the need to use something similar to that or an HDMI cable. It charges up with the regular USB cable, which comes with it. And the battery in here is 350 milliamps. So this thing will last without plugged in power on a charge for about 14, 15 hours, which is a long time, good play length. Like I said, the Toslink, it seems to be a new thing that everybody wants in their transmitters and receivers now. And this does both. There's an input and an output. So it's got you covered there. This is a tiny little thing. With the battery and the long playtime, you could conceivably carry this around in your pocket or something and use it for a receiver for your headphones. Or this is great for turning devices that aren't Bluetooth into Bluetooth, whether it be transmitting a signal from something. As long as you have a wire, it'll go into the auxiliary port to transmit or receive. You just adjust the settings over here for that purpose. To turn it off and on, there's a little depressed button there, and there's an LED light that's very weak, but you'll see it. You won't see it in the camera very well. The camera doesn't pick up that very clearly, but just turn it on right there. Now, there's no volume control on this, so it'll work off whatever you're using. If your TV set, stereo, whatever device you're running through this, either transmitting or receiving, will have its own volume control set up on it. But anyway, this is $26.29. Interesting figure, but $26.29 comes with your little charging cable I showed you. An auxiliary cable, fairly long enough, not too long. RCA adapter that you could plug into that if you have the old time, I'll call them old timey, the old stereo inputs, right and left channel. And then here's a little optical cable that comes with it. Now you can get these in longer links if you choose. The fittings are the same on both ends. I don't have a device that uses these, so I won't go into any great detail about what to do. Here's a user's manual that comes with it. Now, this is pretty explicit. This really goes into detail how to hook things up, specifications, the warranty, troubleshooting, all of that. It's very clear. It's in English. It's very well written. Comes with it. The website itself has a lot of good information on it. And I'm not going to waste your time by repeating everything that's already written out for you to read. If you are a techie, you'll understand everything perfectly. If you're not, if you're more like me, think of it as a way to get rid of wires. If you want to plug your TV, whatever kind of output audio you have, into this, and then send it over to your favorite chair where you can then plug your headphones into it. If you have Bluetooth headphones or earbuds, then you're just run them right off of this. I mean, you don't really need this on a receiver because you will already have a Bluetooth receiver. But if you don't, if you got some old headphones that you really like, and I do, that are wired, they're not Bluetooth deals, you can use this with the plug into it, and you're all set. This transmits in aptX, which is high quality, and aptX low latency. In low latency, the sound delay from what you're watching on TV to what you're hearing comes out to between 37 and 40 milliseconds. That's take a second and divide it up into a million parts, if you're following me so far, and then think of 30, 37, 40 milliseconds. That's imperceptible just about to the brain. Basically, if you're watching TV using this to transmit the sound, you won't notice any sound delay at all. And it's really great for videos if you're watching action shots, you know, people yelling, guns going off, all that kind of thing. The timing will be right on the money, so it won't be like somebody pulls a trigger, then bang, it comes later. It's very nice for video. It makes it a lot more enjoyable. And even for TV, if you're watching your favorite news station, the people's mouths and the voices are together. Anyway, 2629 does it all. It's made by Giveet, Giveet. And now it's sold, first of all, the model number is BT1, or I beg your pardon, BTI-029 by Giveet. But it's sold on Amazon, it's on Prime, and the company that sells this is 4 letters, letter J, G, Z, H, Direct, space US. Now, that's how it's listed on Amazon. Now this video I'll put on YouTube because it'll be clearer to see it. Amazon kind of compresses things and it gets fuzzy. But in case you catch this on YouTube and wonder, well, where can I get this? What's he talking about? It's on Amazon Prime, JGZH Direct US. Like I say, it's on Prime, $26.29. And they have a ton of information that I won't repeat on their website. And the booklet covers it all pretty much again. But this works great. The sound is excellent. The low latency aptX works great. You won't hear any delays at all. Now, one other thing, if you're sending this to a headphone, it'll work better if whatever device you're using to receive this, if it also has aptX LL. If you have the two devices that both do that or both have that same codec, then you'll get really, really perfect rendition of no loss in syncing sound to voices. But even if you don't have headphones or speakers with the aptX LL, just one device, like using this for a transmitter, it'll still be a lot closer with very less noticeable delay. You'll enjoy it better even with just the one device. But if you match it up with headphones that are designed to match with this, it's perfect. I mean, and they're becoming quite popular for obvious reasons. It's much more enjoyable, particularly video, if you're able to hear the sound at the same time the lips are moving and things are happening. There's a 1-year warranty on this. It's a 30-day refund for any reason you don't like it or it's not what you wanted. It has the latest CSR 8670 chipset. Like I said, it's 4.1. It does either one, transmit or receive. But don't be, if you're like me, not a techie, confused, thinking it does both. It will do one or the other, not at the same time. But you can use the Toslink on it. You can receive 2 devices or transmit two devices, 2 sets of headphones at the same time. It's a great little device. It's a really nice company. I've reviewed a couple of their other products, and they're all top quality, well made. This is designed to be, like on your desk, got a little rubber pad on the bottom, non-skid. But check this out. This would be a good Christmas present for anybody because they can use it for either way, transmit or receive. So it's on Amazon, JGZH Direct US, $26.29. Hey, thanks for watching and happy Christmas shopping.